Hi everybody, my name is Felicia and this is my YouTube channel, Spirited Evocative Energy. I'll start off by giving you some background information about me. My name is Felicia. I'm a 37-year-old registered nurse, mother of two, daughter and a son, 20 and 16. I am a soon-to-be grandmother. Yes, this is what grandmothers look like these days. And I also have a Shih Tzu mix dog who you may hear running up and down the stairs. Um, and my son is playing his music. This is my first time ever working with these type of gadgets, video cameras, laptops, things like this. I've never started a channel before. I don't do video taping of myself and things like this, so I'm just asking you to bear with me. I'm hoping the audio and the visual is okay. Hopefully, if it's not, you can give me some pointers in the comment section and let me know what needs to be fixed so then I can work on that. Other than that, as far as my channel, Spirited Evocative Energy, I have been contemplating doing something like this for about a year now. I don't know if any of you know me, but if you are on some of my social medias like Instagram or Facebook, I put out something earlier earlier in the year, saying that I have been contemplating and think about ways that I can spread love and light, spread love and light to a wider range of people. Never did I think, YouTube or go somewhere outside of social media. I just thought, social media is it. You can reach a lot of people that way, but I just wanted to do more. So I think I was thinking more of community-wise, how can I get to more people? But I just recently, maybe in the last 6 months, thought, YouTube probably would be a really good way where I could do what it is I wanted to do and reach a lot of people. Um, your circles on social media tend to be the same people, the same thing in your timeline all the time, and I really don't do a lot of social media and Instagram and Facebook, but I do want to do more. So I'm definitely looking to getting back into using my Facebook and Instagram, but I just thought I'm gonna go ahead and do YouTube. Let's see how this works out. Um, so first of all, I thought maybe tonight I could just go over what spirited evocative energy even means so that people will have an understanding of why I picked those words and put them together. Um, it was kind of weird. I came up with that in December of 2017. I remember I was at work. At the time, I was a nursing student, and I don't know. I was bored. I was in school, and I was working two jobs, and I was just exhausted that night, and just did not want to study that night. I just didn't want to do, I wanted to do anything else other than study. At that point, I felt like I didn't want to read another book so long as I lived. So I thought, what can I do? And I just started thinking about all the things I would rather be doing, having conversations, started thinking outside of nursing, what else would fulfill me in life. I don't know why, since I was in nursing school again, to do more nursing, why I would be thinking outside of nursing. But I honestly believe that that was when I started to think about my life outside of just being, adulting. Adulting, you have to work, you have to pay bills, you got to keep the roof over your head, things like that. But I started to think about things that fulfilled me spiritually. And I just started writing things down. And then I thought about, what if I had a business of my own where I would be doing things that fulfilled my soul mission, not just, what I'm meant to do here on earth. And I don't even know how I got to I honestly have no idea how I even had gotten to the point where I was thinking what I was doing here on earth wasn't a part of my soul mission or my life purpose. So that started to, rattle me and scare me a little bit too. I was thinking maybe I had just been doing what I thought I was supposed to do, not doing what I really wanted to do. So I had a lot of thinking I had to do about that. But that's a whole nother story. So as I'm brainstorming, I'm writing things down, I'm going through the motions, I'm thinking, oh, my business name would be this, but I want my business name to reflect what it is I really want to do in life. What do I want to do? I'm like, well, the only thing I want to do is just to make people happy. I want to heal people. I want to spread love and light and enlightenment throughout the world. How can I do that? So I started thinking of all these words and all these phrases and all these feelings and things. And I don't know how I came up with spirited evocative energy, but all I know is when I got the end result at the end of the night, I honestly said to myself, okay, I think you got something. Um, I wrote down the definitions in the way that, I thought that they fit into my vision. Spirited, having a specified character, outlook on life, or mood. When I think of being spirited, I always think of something positive. I always think of mood. Spirited type of mood, positive, energetic, enthusiastic is what I think of somebody who's spirited. Um, and when I saw that one of the definitions was, outlook on life, and I was like, I never even thought about you being spirited would have to do with your outlook on life, really your perspective on life. And to me, that has a lot to do with your journey. Your outlook on life or your perspective on life has a lot to do with what you've been through in life, the journey, the path you've been on. So I thought that fit perfectly. So I kept the spirited. Evocative, bringing strong images, memories, or feelings to mind. I am all about the feelings. Let me just go ahead and say that. Since I'm going to be on this channel, you will hear me say, I feel, I feel, I feel. I'm very emotional. Point blank, period. People say that's not cool, that's not good. You shouldn't be in your feelings. Get out your feelings. I'm always in my feelings. I'm always emotional. It's what I do. Okay? But having strong memories or feelings come into mind. A lot of times when you go through life, you have to be able to decipher what it is you feel so that you can communicate that. A lot of times you talk to people and they'll be saying one thing, but you can tell the feeling behind it is something else. It's almost like people are so out of tune with their feelings, they don't even know how to communicate how they feel, and it ends up coming out wrong or distorted, and then you get mixed communication, and it's a mess. So yeah, I like to be in my feelings because the more I, I don't know, the more that I can relate to what that feeling is and really identify what the feeling is, the better I will be to be able to convey what the feeling is to someone else so they can better get an understanding how I really feel. That's what I'm saying. And energy. We all know we need energy for everything. Energy was one of the things that I did not have when I came up with this name because I remember being so completely drained from going to school full time and working two full-time jobs. I didn't have any energy left to give anything else, let alone my own self. So um, the strength and vitality required for sustained physical or mental activity. Sustained mental and physical activity. Sustained means ongoing, non-stop. That means to keep it coming at all times. You need energy to keep up mental and physical activities. You need energy in order to maintain mental and physical balance. So I was, of course, being a nurse, I'm all about, mental health and physical health and having a balance in between those. So that was really big for me. The energy was already, there behind everything I was doing, trying to get this thought process going, and where I wanted to go, what I wanted to look like, and I just added the the um, the outlook on life and mood, the perspective, the feelings, and all that stuff inside there because it's all part of our everyday being. In order for you to be balanced, mind, body, and soul, or mentally, physically, and spiritually, you need to have all of these things and you need to be able to process all of that in order to embody it and then bring it out into the world. So, the acronym I do use for spirited evocative energy is SEE. The first thing you have to be able to do is to be able to see in your mind's eye or also think of your outlook or your perspective on everything first before you can take it and embody it physically so that you can give that out to the world, unleash it onto the world so that you can get that back tenfold. That is how you control what it is you see in the world and what you get back from people or what you see in your circle, what you see in your life, what you see in your career, what you see in your own business, what you see in your children. You have to first get that outlook on how you want your life to look, how you want it to, and then you have to process all of that. How are you going to make that happen? You got to embody all of that. If you want to see compassion in the world, you have to give that. Well, you have to think, how does compassion look to you? How can I embody that? How can I give that to the world so that I can get that back tenfold? How can I give that to my circle so that I can get that back from my circle tenfold? How can I give this unto everybody at work so that I can get all that back in return? Because that's at some point you have to say, you have to put up those boundaries and say that's all that you will allow people to give you. You don't want nobody bringing all that craziness back to you. You give out crazy and you get crazy. But if you give people back what it is that you feel like you deserve in life, then you can give that back. You can embody that, give it out, and then you so that you can get that back. So that's pretty much what spirited evocative energy is all about. It's just taking it all in, seeing in your mind's eye what it is that you want to see in your environment, embodying that thought that you saw. You embody it, you take it in, you unleash that out into the world so that you can get that back tenfold. And that's all that is. That's all that meant to me. It's just kind of like a do unto others as if you want them to do unto you. And if you want to see change in the world, you have to be the change. If you want to see love and light in the world, you have to be the love and light in order for it to come back to you. If you want to see compassion in the world, then you have to be compassionate. Point blank, period. You get it? You get what you give. So that's all that was about, really. And the only thing that was the problem with that was I think we can all agree that 2019 was a little crazy. So I had put out a post, I think in like April or May or June, I'm not sure, last year. And I was just like, yo, I feel real uncomfortable in my life right now. Like I was so serious. The amount of discomfort that I was feeling was crazy. I was like, I got this going on, I got this going on, and this is new for me, and this is new for me. And I was doing 2019 was a year of reflection for me. Point blank, period. I was hibernating, I was underground. I didn't want to talk to nobody, I didn't want to see nobody who definitely wasn't in the mind space that I was in. Like, no drama, no BS, a whole lot of soul searching, a whole lot of truth searching, and I just didn't want any of the other stuff because I was very focused on me. I was focused on me in 2018. That was a lot of self-love in 2018. 2019 was just all about finding my truth, figuring out who I was, what I wanted. I was really trying to figure out what I wanted my life to look like and what I wanted the people who I was sharing my life to look, act, and talk like. So I was just doing a lot of that, and let's just say I couldn't find a lot of people to share that with. There was not a lot of like-minded souls coming across my path. Like, when you start talking about spirituality and how you feel about your life and how you've gone from this point in your life to another point in your life, and you see all this positive energy flowing through, and you shaping and molding yourself and your mind and your life, well, halfway through that conversation, somebody be like, "I'll be right back." They don't come back. They wouldn't come back. They didn't want to hear it. So I was like, what is going on? Don't nobody want to talk to me about all these good positive energies and this good flow of energy that I have going on. And I just want to share that, and I want to hear their story too. I want to hear them saying how they went through this and how they went through that and how they got through this and how they got through that. But nobody wanted to have that conversation. And I was like, okay, I respect it. So you just kind of learn how to steer the conversation away from anything spiritual or meaningful to you, and because you just fall in and talk about the drama. But when you don't want to do that, you find yourself pushing away from those people because you don't want no parts in that, because your path is leading you somewhere else. So that was also something else I had to learn in 2019, that can't take everybody with you on your path and where you're going and when you're moving up and when you're elevating and when you coming through revelations and stuff like that. You can't take everybody with you on that journey. Hell, everybody ain't want to go either. So I was like, I'm going to leave you right there. That's where you want to be. I'm going to leave you there. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. You got your drama and your everything else going on. And me, I got this going on. And this is where I'm headed. And I'm not gonna fall back and wait for you to catch up. I'm just gonna go ahead on my way. And I had to do that. Painful as it was, sometimes you gotta leave people behind when you're ready to move on and move up and better yourself. So that was one of my painful lessons I had to learn in 2019. And um, and the painful lesson that I also learned was that, there are very few people out there who want to talk about moving on to bigger and better things, and I'm not talking down on people. I'm just saying that some people are really, really stuck mentally, and sometimes they don't even see themselves being able to elevate or move up or move from where they are or get to a better place. So that, was hard to see too. But at the same time, I couldn't really stop what I was doing on my path and on my journey. I had to keep it moving because I also had to learn that I am only responsible for my healing. I, I can't bring you your happy. That's what I had to tell myself. I had to find my own healing and find my own path, so maybe that I can be able to help other people. But definitely was like, yo, you gotta find your own path. You gotta heal your own self, and you gotta keep it moving. And the path that they are on was the path that was meant for them. Maybe they haven't learned all the lessons they needed to learn in order for them to move on past that and get to their healing. So I had to learn that too. But back to what I was saying. One of the reasons why I wanted to start this channel is because When I was trying to talk to people, nobody wanted to hear it. And I always thought, man, I wish I had like a soul family, a soul tribe, somebody, some people that I could speak to, talk to, relate to about what I'm going through, my journey, you know, going from here to here. Some people who could relate to that because they are also moving up in life, working on themselves, bettering themselves. Everybody says they are, but really, really, what are you doing? Like, what is the journey? What have you gone through? What type of healing have you gone through? What have you accomplished so far? Let's have that conversation, because you can really learn a lot from people who have gone through a lot in life, and all they want to do is to make sure that you elevate the same way that they have elevated, and they're not afraid to bring you along with them as they move up because they see you in that element of actually putting forth the energy and moving up in life and learning lessons and being a nurse. I have had, oh my gosh, some of the people I have met on my journey. There's nothing like meeting somebody who is not doing so well health wise, and they want to do nothing but drop jewels on you and give you words of wisdom and words for you to live by, and talk to you about all the things that they've learned and how they've been processing, um, how they've been getting along with family and friends and things that they've learned. That is stuff that I could never even have imagined, type of information to come across. That's not something you can Google. That's not something you can just speculate about and just wonder. No, these are real life people who have gone through and who are wiser beyond their years, and coming to the end of life sometimes and saying, hey, let me drop this on you. Let me tell you about the time I went through this, and let me tell you about going through what I'm going through now. Let me tell you, and it's just like what I wouldn't give to have an entire family full of people or a network full of people that I can talk to like that all the time, who are telling you parts of their testimony of things that you never even thought you would hear, or telling you how they come through some of the things that they come through and helping you out, or them helping other people out and you bearing witness to them doing that, helping somebody else come through. I think that's a beautiful thing. And the last 6 months, I was saying, well, you know what? Maybe I can do that. Since I can't find that anywhere, maybe I'm just going to have to make a platform for where people can do that. No judgments. Come as you are. Non-denominational. Doesn't matter which God or how many gods that you believe in. Doesn't matter what you believe in, as long as you believe in positivity, love, and light, enlightenment, and healing for yourself. And if you ever find it in your heart to drop jewels to help heal other people, then so be it. But this is what this is. Spirited evocative energy is just all about a platform for people to come and talk about their testimonies and what they're going through and what they've been through, and talk about their beautiful journeys in life. And I guess some people, well, not I guess, a lot of people at the new year, happy new year, everybody. Whether it be in the new year, everybody likes to say they have New Year's resolutions. I like to say I set intentions, whether it's for the year, or for the month, or for the day. You can come here, a spirited evocative energy, and set your intentions for that. Positivity, love and light, enlightenment, and healing. And then just let that be that. And I am extending the invitation to any and all who want to come and join this soul family. And if you can find it in your heart to let me in, I will wholeheartedly accept that invitation. And that's all I have to say. Until next time, you can now you can like this video And you can subscribe to this channel and leave your comments below, please, and let me know how the audio was, how the visual is looking. Had some supposed to have been checking back and forth to make sure I was still there. I hope you can still see me. And just let me know. You can leave me comments on, I don't know what type of content this is. I'm telling y'all, I've never done this before. I have no clue what I'm doing. I will be I will be growing this channel along with this soul family, and you all be helping me along the way, and we'll just be helping each other. And until next time, until next time, love and light. See you later. Have a blessed day. Bye.